Get on the internet and make it easy. Section 1, Introduction. What will I learn from this video? If you are one of the millions of people who want to use the amazing resources of the internet, but don't want to spend hours learning complex commands or setting up software, then the next half hour is for you. In other words, we're not going to bombard you with terms such as TCP/IP, SLIP, PPP, IP, and DNS. Instead, we're going to show you the quickest and easiest ways to get the most out of the internet. Our presentation is going to be divided up into 3 sections, each demonstrating the most popular online services and their internet capabilities. America Online, Prodigy, CompuServe. In addition, we will answer the following questions as they relate to the use of these services. What are the internet features of each of these services? How do I use them? How do I get technical support when I need it? How much do these services cost? At the end of this half hour, you will be prepared to begin your exciting online journey. What do I need to get started? In order to make the most use of this video, please make certain that you have the following computer equipment. We promise there will be no more technobabble after this. A Macintosh or an IBM-compatible PC equipped with either MS Windows or MS Windows 95. A modem which is capable of 14.4 transmission or above. At least 8 megabytes of RAM. At least a 500 megabyte hard disk drive. Software disk of the service you wish to use. All of this information is easily available from your computer manuals. In some cases, the information we have just shown is written right on the side of the box. Depending on which computer package you've purchased, the software for the particular online service you wish to use may already be included. This information may seem technical, but it is necessary to make your online experience as smooth as possible. What are the basic features of the Internet that I will be using with these services? The Internet is a global landscape of connected computer networks. These computer networks contain libraries of information and a world of online activities for just about anyone. This is a short definition list of the different Internet features we will be discussing. Please note, not all of the online services we will demonstrate in this video will allow access to all facets of the Internet. Telnet. Simply put, Telnet is the ability to log onto a computer network that is in a different location than your computer and use its resources. For example, using Telnet, we can access information available from the government or from many different colleges. When using Telnet, the computer network you choose to access can be anywhere in the world. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. This allows you to log into vast software libraries around the globe. Using FTP, you can download, transfer to your computer, text files or useful application programs for your computer. Examples of resources available using FTP are books or other research materials, games, and other home or business accessories that will enhance the performance of your PC. If you are going to transfer files to your computer from the Internet, please make sure that you have an antivirus program. If you are not sure that your computer is equipped with one of these programs, please consult your software manuals that came with your computer. Call the technical support line of your computer manufacturer, or simply purchase and install an antivirus program from your local software store. Do not use FTP until you have verified that your PC has protection against potentially destructive viruses. Remember, these services that we are going to demonstrate will all have their own file libraries. If you cannot find the file you want using Internet FTP, try using the online service's own file transfer section. Email. Electronic mail is probably the most common use of the Internet. Using email, you have the ability to send and receive messages across the Internet. Usenet newsgroups. Think of newsgroups as a type of global bulletin board, divided up by subject. Like email, newsgroups are electronic messages. However, these messages are not stored in your personal email box. Instead, the messages are divided into categories called newsgroups. These newsgroups contain information on virtually any subject, and anyone who wishes may contribute a message to the group. Using these groups, you will find people who share your interests and have the ability to engage in intelligent conversation about those subjects. Gopher. You will find that one of the most time-consuming tasks of using the Internet is simply trying to find information that you personally want to use. In order to make that searching process easier, use Gopher. Gopher is a menu-based system that breaks down most networks on the Internet by location or subject. The Gopher menus are in plain English and very easy to follow. The World Wide Web, W3. The use of the amazing World Wide Web is probably one of the main reasons that you wish to have Internet access. The W3 is a global book of information. Each separate location, or site, on the W3 is called a page. These web pages contain graphics, sounds, full color, and the ability to navigate the globe with a simple mouse click. The software needed to use the W3 is known as a browser. The services we're going to demonstrate will give you access to their own browser. Phew, it sounds like a lot of information is available. Is there anything else I need to know about the Internet before I jump in? Yes, there is a whole world of information waiting for you on the Internet. We should cover one or two more points about this exciting global community before we log in and explore. Know your email address. The first time you connect to one of these services, they will either ask you for or assign you a username. This username is your online identity, used whenever you access your account. The username also acts as your email address. If you are sending email to someone, make certain that it appears like this: username@company.com. The company.com is the name of the service you decide to use. For example, Prodigy would be prodigy.com. At the end of each email section with each particular service, we will demonstrate how your address should look for that particular service. Computer networks on the Internet have names, and so do the newsgroups. The names of the computers tell you what type of information is available. For example, ftp.microsoft.com is a commercial site, com, by the company Microsoft. Another example would be www.whitehouse.gov, a worldwide website set up by the government, Gov. When browsing newsgroups, names with the letters biz in them are business groups. Newsgroup names with rec are recreational or social groups. Knowing how these names work is important in your search of the Internet. Section 2. Using America Online. The first section of our presentation is devoted to America Online, AOL. We will demonstrate and discuss the various Internet features that AOL provides you with, and give a brief overview of the other services as well. Installing AOL. As with all of the services we will discuss, installation of AOL is quite simple. The AOL program disk will have installation instructions right on the front label. Place the disk into your disk drive and follow those instructions. You will be prompted for information as needed. Please enter all information correctly and check for any spelling errors, as these will slow down your registration process considerably. During the registration process, you will be asked to provide a credit card number. Please be prepared for this. The credit card number will be stored on a safe computer network. The chances of misuse are minuscule. AOL will ask you for a username and a password. Please write down your password and store it in a safe location. You will also be asked for a secret word in case you ever have to call tech support for your password. Logging on to AOL. After the registration process is completed, you are ready to log in. Simply double-click on the AOL icon, type in your password, and choose Sign On. If you encounter any problems, click on Setup or Help. Please notice packaging of the AOL program disk will have an 800 tech support number you can use to answer most of your questions if needed. Once the Sign On icon is clicked, you will be taken through a step-by-step process of the logging in procedure. Upon logging in, a friendly voice will say, "Welcome," if you happen to have a sound card and speakers connected to your PC. Using AOL's Internet features. Once logged in, you will find yourself at the Spotlight screen. In order to use the different Internet-related features of AOL, click on the Go to Main Menu button. This main menu provides you with a list of all the major features of AOL. Simply by clicking on the Internet Connection button, we will jump to that section of AOL. As you can see, there is a menu to the left which contains clickable choices to the Internet services AOL has to offer. Additionally, you can get to this screen by choosing Keyword from the Go To menu and typing Internet in the dialog box. If you explore the toolbar at the top of the screen and click on this globe icon, you will be able to access the main Internet services provided by AOL. These services are Web Browsing. AOL has a built-in web browser. Clicking this choice will take us to the AOL homepage. If we wish to search the web for a particular subject, we can click on the web crawler option here. The web crawler is a page on the W3 that allows us to search for Internet resources by subject. The web crawler page is accessible using any W3 browser. AOL is just making your web easier for users to find by placing it in this menu. Once connected to the web crawler, we will perform an example search on the subject of music. The results of the search are soon posted, and we now have access to many interesting web locations concerned with music. We can go to these locations just by pointing our mouse to the highlighted words and clicking. The highlighted words are also known as links to other sites on the Internet. This home page provided by AOL gives us a good starting point to explore the W3. As we explore the web, we can save the locations of any other pages which catch our eye by simply clicking here. This allows us to create our own personal bookmark file of web pages that we particularly enjoy. Using this bookmark file, we can make our own personal list of favorite places to visit on the W3. Gopher services. By clicking on the Gopher and WAIS icon, you will bring up the main AOL Gopher menu. This menu is divided up into general categories. By simply choosing a category and double-clicking on it, we can browse the Internet networks that have information or resources pertaining to it. If you do not see a category which suits your needs, click on the Search All Gophers icon, and you can submit a search using Veronica, a Gopher searching tool. FTP file transfer. In addition to the file library that AOL provides all of its customers, you have access to Internet FTP sites by simply clicking on this icon. As you can see, AOL is providing you with the names of some of the most popular FTP sites on this menu. For example, do you have Microsoft software on your computer? If so, you should use this site, which will provide you with literally hundreds of patches and fixes for your software. By double-clicking the name of this site, we are soon connected and can begin to search their software library. Please follow the messages that the administrators of the site have posted for you. They contain important information on how to get your files or how to use their site. For example, this message tells us that by using the index file, we will be able to decipher the contents of this directory. See? By clicking on the index file, we can read the information it contains. ftp.microsoft.com is only one example of the thousands of FTP sites that are available using this tool. If you are interested in a particular kind of FTP site, click this Search FTP icon, and type in the words that describe what type of software that interests you. As an example, by typing the word games here, we are shown a list of FTP sites that contain game software. Using this search tool, we can find software and text files for virtually every purpose. News groups. This icon allows you access to the myriad of discussion groups of the Internet. Finding information on subjects of interest is accomplished by clicking the Search All News Groups icon and typing in words which describe your interest. Type in Windows here, and you will see a list of all the news groups that concern themselves with MS Windows. To add a group from this list, click on it once to highlight, then select Add from the bottom of the screen. Return to the main Newsgroup screen and click on Read My Newsgroups. As you can see, the group we added is first on our list of reading material. We can read the messages of the group by double-clicking on the name of the group and then double-clicking on the article we wish to read. We can now either reply to this message so that everyone who belongs to this group will read our contribution, or just email the author of the article for a private conversation. Don't worry about not being able to find a news group of interest, as there are over 7,000 to search from. Please note, due to the adult theme of some news groups, AOL provides its users with parental controls. Please familiarize yourself with their use. These controls will give you peace of mind while allowing your children to enjoy the information available in more appropriate groups. Email. By clicking on this icon at the top left of your toolbar, you can compose your email messages. The Spotlight screen, which appears each time you log in, will alert you to the presence of email messages in your box. The friendly voice which welcomes you will also alert you to the presence of mail in your mailbox. Your email address with AOL is always screenname@aol.com. As long as you remember this address, you will be able to send and receive email from anyone on the Internet. Section 3. Using Prodigy. Like AOL, Prodigy is giving its users access to some Internet features as an added value of the service. In the next few minutes, we will describe and demonstrate the Internet features of Prodigy. Installing Prodigy. Before installing Prodigy, make certain that you locate the service ID and temporary password that Prodigy has assigned you. These items can be found on the Prodigy program disk. Unlike AOL, Prodigy assigns you a name for your account. You may, however, change the password as soon as you wish. To install the program, simply follow the instructions on the disk. If you encounter any problems after the install, Prodigy has a built-in technical assist that can easily diagnose and correct most common problems. If your problem cannot be fixed by the technical assist, you will then be prompted to call the tech support 800 number. Prodigy provides its users with the easiest software upgrades of any online service. When Prodigy updates its interface, you are simply told that the service is being upgraded. This is done for you, and it costs you nothing while the upgrade is being performed. Even as far as upgrading to new versions of Prodigy, then new disks are completely unnecessary. Using Prodigy's Internet features. Prodigy allows access to its Internet features in a variety of ways. When you log in to the service, you will usually go to the Highlights screen. From this screen, you can choose the Internet section by simply clicking the word Internet on the menu. At the bottom of the screen, there is a small button bar which allows one-click access to the Internet newsgroups and W3 browser. By choosing the Go To menu, then the Jump To option, you can get to the main Internet screen by typing in the word Internet. World Wide Web browser. When this part of the Internet menu is activated, you are immediately launched into the Prodigy W3 browser. The Prodigy homepage provides you with many interesting starting points on the W3. You can keep track of your favorite sites by putting them on your hot list. Once a site you wish to keep is found, add it to your hot list by simply clicking this button and choosing Add to Hot List. The Prodigy web browser makes it very easy for you to update and edit your favorite places on the W3. FTP Gopher. In Prodigy, many Internet features are combined in the W3 browser. In addition to providing you access to all web pages on the Internet, the browser is used to access and operate FTP and Gopher sites. You will find that the FTP and Gopher sites operate the same once you connect to them as they did using the AOL features. To demonstrate, simply use the browser to connect to ftp.microsoft.com as we did in the first section. Point your mouse to the location bar at the top of the screen and type the name of the FTP site you wish to access like this. To learn more about performing this operation and to find a ready-made list of sites, simply choose FTP Gopher from the main Internet screen. Newsgroups. By clicking on the Newsgroups icon, you can access the Internet newsgroups. Prodigy provides you with a ready-made reading list of several newsgroups. These groups are designed to give you the full flavor of the type of information available. By using the control panel at the right of the screen, you can remove existing groups from your list and add new groups by using the Find feature. The Finder is basically subject-oriented, although you can search for specific groups if you know their names. From the main Usenet menu, you can find a comprehensive glossary of terms, or access and establish parental controls over the newsgroups your household can use. Email. By selecting the Mail option from the button bar, you can view the mail in your box. If there is a letter at the bottom right hand of the screen, Prodigy is telling you that there is email waiting to be read. By clicking on this letter, you will be able to read your messages. Using the Prodigy email program, you will easily be able to manage your online correspondence. Your email address through Prodigy is always serviceid@prodigy.com. Section 4. Using CompuServe. CompuServe uses a menu-based user interface called WinSim. In this section, we will discuss using this interface with the Internet features provided by the CompuServe service. Installing CompuServe. Make certain that you use the login information CompuServe has provided you with on the disk package. Like the other services, simply follow the installation instructions on the disk label and then on the on-screen prompts to register your new account. You will be assigned an account name, which will also be your email address. Special installation note. As of release 2.0.1 of the CompuServe software, there was no built-in support to navigate the W3. Instead, CompuServe allows its users to use different external web browsers. An external web browser is a program sold by a third party, such as Mosaic. In order to browse the web using CompuServe, you must download and configure a separate piece of browser software. The new version of CompuServe includes the Mosaic web browser. Using CompuServe's Internet features. To use the Internet features available through CompuServe, you may choose the Internet icon from the Services menu. You may also use the Services menu at the top of the screen by choosing Go and typing the word Internet. Either of these methods will take you to the main Internet features screen. Remote Login, Telnet. CompuServe is the only service we have discussed so far that allows you access to remote Internet networks using Telnet. By clicking the Telnet option on the Internet Services screen, you can access the information of these remote networks as if you were sitting in the same room with them. This turns your home PC into a powerful reference and research library. CompuServe provides you with a list of popular Telnet sites. By choosing Site Description, you can see the resources that are available using the sites included on the list. Of course, there are many more Telnet sites than those listed on the menu, and you can access all of them using this tool. For our demonstration, we will connect and navigate the NASA SpaceLink site. By using the menus of this location, we can gather information about any topic having to do with our space program. This makes research a snap, as there is much more information available on this site than could even fit on the average home computer. World Wide Web. As stated at the beginning of this section, you must download the Mosaic browser and log in using the special dialer software provided with the CompuServe software. Once loaded, you will see that the browser works much like the software we showed in the previous two sections. Since CompuServe allows its users access to a variety of web browsers, feel free to experiment with them all. Remember, the software is not included directly in the CompuServe service and requires a separate dial-up to use. Please see the Web Central forum for more configuration information. FTP. From this icon, you can launch into CompuServe's FTP section. This allows you access to FTP sites in a similar fashion to AOL. This menu, however, includes many more FTP sites already loaded to choose from. It also gives you a site description of each of the sites listed on the menu. In addition, CompuServe includes a Popular Selected Sites icon. By choosing this icon, you can simply point and click to one of several popular FTP sites around the Internet. Once connected to a site, follow the on-screen rules to navigate. If you wish to use FTP extensively, CompuServe offers a very comprehensive interface. Enjoy using software from all over the world. Newsgroups. Like the other services, CompuServe is providing you with access to the Usenet newsgroups. Click on the Newsgroups button, then choose Usenet Newsreader (CIM) to view the newsgroups with an easy-to-use browser. Please read the disclaimers on the screen before continuing. From this dialog box, you can select Subscribe to Newsgroups, which will bring up a screen for you to choose groups. As you can see, you can select these groups by category, or by searching for a particular subject. By choosing or subscribing to a news group, CompuServe provides you with explanations on the subject matter of the group. This will allow you to easily find a group which contains subjects you are interested in. Email. CompuServe provides you with an entire menu at the top of the screen for your email. From this menu, you can answer or create all of your electronic messages. Furthermore, if you log on and have new mail in your box, an icon will appear here on your toolbar, which will take you to your mailbox when clicked. Like all of the services we have demonstrated, this email box is Internet compatible. Your email address from CompuServe is accountknow@compuserve.com. Important email note. CompuServe account numbers are separated with commas like this. When giving your email address to someone, make certain that you replace the comma with a period. This is very important to remember because Internet mail servers do not recognize commas. Section 5. Pricing of Services. Of course, price is going to be an important issue when deciding which of these services to use. In this section, we will compare the pricing of the services we have discussed. America Online charges $9.95 a month for 5 hours of use. Hours of use after that are charged at a rate of $2.95 an hour. Prodigy has several pricing plans. The basic plan is $9.95 a month for 5 hours use of the timed features, and $2.95 an hour afterwards. The value plan is $14.95 a month for unlimited use of the core features, plus 5 hours free of the timed features. Email counts as a timed feature, as does the World Wide Web and the other Internet resources. CompuServe charges the standard $9.95 a month for 5 hours usage, $2.95 per hour afterwards. CompuServe also offers an alternative pricing plan designed for people who wish more usage in a month. The Super Value Plan gives the user 20 hours of usage a month for $24.95 and $1.95 per hour afterward. CompuServe also contains many premium services which will cost extra. However, Internet services and mail only cost you connection time each month. Special offers. Each of these online services are always eagerly seeking new members. By taking advantage of free connection specials usually available from these services, you should be able to try all three and choose which one best suits your needs. Armed with the information provided in the last half hour or so, you now have a basic understanding of how these three popular services use Internet services. Enjoy your net surfing!